What's up, you guys? It's Loser Person 2006 coming at you with episode 4 of season 2 of Oreimo. And just before I get started on this review, if you guys have not seen this episode, I do spoil stuff, so I suggest you guys either stop the video, go back and watch it, then come back and listen to my review, or just close the window if you really don't want to listen to any spoilers. So episode 4 is connected with the True Ending series. If you guys have remembered from season 1, basically Leah, who was roommates with Kirino, she when she trained in LA, she comes to visit in Japan, and we remember she basically raced her, left, and then decided to come back to Japan. But during Leah's visit to the Kosaka residence, it proved to be very entertaining in more ways than one. She was more than a handful for the siblings. She was out of control throughout the entire episode. We would see Leah pulling up Kirino's skirt. She would walk out naked, or she would try one part in the episode where she tries to take off a maid's outfit while she's working. And it's just so funny because she was like, "Oh, let me see what you got underneath." Like, "No, this is my work clothes. Like, you gotta stop." And they're like, "I apologize for being so stupid," but and she would always be clinging onto Kyosuke, and then he'd get that whole little girl lover from that title from her sister. But anyways, during her visit, she basically learned what she learned what helped Kirino beat her back in LA. What in the final race they had back in the first season. If you guys ever seen the True Ending, I don't think they really. I think they show it. I'm not sure, but it's the True Ending because Kyosuke actually goes to LA to try to bring back his sister, and Kirino's like okay, I'll come back, but there's one last thing I have to do, and that is beating Leah, because she's the fastest, and she's only fucking 12 years old, so that bitch can run. But I don't know if anyone noticed in this episode, but during their visit to Akibara, there's figurines, some sort of online reference. You see Asuna, Kirito, as well as that girl that Kirito meets. I can't remember who it is, but she's the girl with the pink hair. Really, for the life of me, I don't know. But so Leah gets introduced into Akibara, which seems to have it seems to be a separate place of its own. But Kirino explains, well, Kyosuke is like, "Why do you bring her here out of all the places in Tokyo? Isn't there any special place you can take her that's popular in Tokyo?" But Kirino's like, "What are you talking about? Akibara is the place to visit when you're in Tokyo." And she points, and Leah's screaming, "Oh, Akibara, I've always wanted to be here. I can't believe I'm here." And Kyosuke, thinks, she brought her here just to buy some Aero games and some anime and shit. But Kirino's like, there are other stuff to do here in Akibara than buy Aero games and all that nonchalant things. I mean, it's a town, for Christ's sake. But Leah understands, throughout her little shopping spree, her sightseeing with Kirino, she understands how important her hobby is. And my favorite scene in this episode is when she walks downstairs to the manga part, the 18+, and she picks up a manga and she starts reading it. And Kyosuke realizes what she's about to read, and he's like, "No, put that down, don't read that." And as soon as she starts reading, she starts crying, and they're she's like, "What is this? What am I reading?" And everybody who's down there reading that garbage. Everybody, well, I want to say garbage, but everybody else who's reading it just starts staring at her, like, because she calls him Kyosuke Oni-chan, like, kind of like saying brother or something. But everybody's staring like, why would you let your sister be reading something like this? So he's like, fuck, everybody's staring, I'm being judged. And Kirino comes downstairs and she's all pissed off too. So I found that pretty funny. But after their adventure ends, like after all that and the funny shit that basically happens, Leah, she basically, you know, she challenges Kirino to a rematch, because she wonders why, like, you know, after you beat me, you know, why did you come back? So I wanna, you know, face you again. So Leah ends up defeating Kirino, but she doesn't like. She like beats him by like that much, because like right before the last, like when they first start off in the race, Leah has like pretty much a good amount of a gap between them, but right before like Kyosuke realizes Kirino was about to lose, he starts yelling, he starts showing his affection towards his sister. He's like, no, I'm not a little girl lover, I'm a sister lover, and he just shows great affection to his sister, you know. And she was like, I mean, Leah, she had a hunch that it was the manga and the Arrow games that she missed so much, that's why she came back to Japan. But Leah basically learned that Kirino's true strength comes from her brother. So her brother is basically her inspiration for everything. That's why she was able to defeat Leah back in LA. And she also realized it during the race, because when she started screaming, the bitch just took off and was like that close to beating her again. And before we end the episode, Kirino, like right before she goes back into the house, she says, he's like, yeah, I need to ask you advice. And says, would you be my boyfriend? So I was like, what? I'm like, are you kidding me? But I'm guessing she's probably asking him to only pretend to be her boyfriend, because the title of the next episode is I can't be my little sister's boyfriend, and I can't my little sister can't have a boyfriend, something like that. So, hope you guys enjoyed this review. Tell me what you guys loved about this episode. Tell me what was your favorite scene, and whatnot. Thumbs up. Check in the description below for some more shit, like how to get Crunchyroll. I always stream it on Crunchyroll, nonetheless. And I'll see you guys next time for the next episode review. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. Can't believe I'm saying this again, but this is Loser Person saying deuces. See you guys, and yay, Oreimo.